Sounds podcast. I'm back because, and this is a hallmark episode for the boys up the fucking borough. So I'm joined by you, Luke.
By me,
Yeah,
the long-awaited return.
I know former, well not former, but like sort of co-host occasionally.
Yeah, former interim.
And even more important, this is, I don't know what to look at. This is the no, I know. This is the first visual episode of the Mad Sounds podcast.
The Mad Sounds video.
Woo! We've got a corny little fucking sign down here.
It's
Have a go at that.
It's fallen.
Much like the show.
Yeah.
That's actually a lie. The show is doing incredibly well. Got stuff's going well. How have you been then?
I've been good.
Yeah,
I've been
chilling.
good.
You've been listening.
I've been listening.
Who actually listens to it?
I've listened to a few here.
My
and there.
guy.
Here and there.
Proud of you. It's the quality's just tremendous nowadays.
Yeah.
We edit. We've got fucking ring. Got fucking
The budget's going up.
decorations. I've got some big. I've got one incredibly big guest coming up, which is
Yeah.
like
You
more
told me about
for
that
me
one.
and Walker is like the single most exciting thing that has ever happened because he is like this man is like the embodiment of like mine and Walker's friendship at this point. To a
Yeah.
point where Walker's bought me for my birthday. He
So
got
cool.
me a thing from him.
It's the equivalent of us two having like Sean Dyson.
No, it actually is literally, I would cream Horny Warny.
Oh, I knew what
There you go, you've been on for a minute and 40 seconds before I mentioned football.
Yeah.
We actually have a theme today. We're not just doing an album. Actually,
We're doing May.
before that, yeah, we are in 64 actually.
Yeah.
But before that, I'll do this now because I feel like by the time we get to the end of the episode, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to get more into this later down the line. But I would actually like to give a little shout out to two people actually. One, first and foremost.
My dad.
Yeah. go on.
Shout Barry Batten.
Shout out Barry Batten, my guy. Hope I'll meet you soon. Not been so long.
I'm surprised
but
you
I know
haven't.
I've not. It's mental. The one time he was in the old flat, I was there, but I was like
Not there.
over or something. I don't remember. So yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
Does he still listen ever?
I
I wouldn't imagine so. Yeah. They should though.
Yeah.
I do remember that one time I mentioned the Gojira song, so we both recommended and he went and listened to it.
And you hated it.
Yeah. Coffee. That's a thing. Again, I like coffee. This show's fucking amazing. No, I want to shout out the Meagle Morsels Music record label. It's a new kind of up and coming American music label. Got a lot of stuff coming out. I'm not going to get too much into it because that'll be later on in the weeks to come. I'll make it like a segment or whatever. Because he reached out to me and was like, "Oh, I've got these. If you want to listen to them, check them out, give them a review." And I really appreciate that. So that's very cool. But enough of this fucking talk. Right, we're doing. What's it called? What is it? It's like a.
It's a bracket,
Yeah.
like a March Madness thing of
Yeah.
64 albums
Mhm.
chosen by the viewers of
Hive
online
Mind.
show Hive Mind.
Mm.
Yeah,
We've gone straight back. You actually.
I'm wearing my Hive Mind top
We're
as
going
well.
straight back into the ripping of Hive Mind, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
back, which is lovely. But yeah, a lot of these albums, some I've spoke about. Well, not most. A fair amount I've spoke about my opinions on before. In your absence, I've done quite a few albums. I'll quickly run you through them before we get into. I don't
Yeah.
think any of the albums that I've covered recently are on this list because I think you'll get from watching from this tier list that it is really fucking embarrassing when they listen
Yeah.
to it. It's like grow up. But since I've not seen you, I've done Coca Moon by Owl City, Cracker Island by Gorillaz,
Yeah, that was a recent one.
Teen Dream by
Beach House.
Beach House, Astro World,
That one is
Animals,
on there.
and I think that's all the ones I've done since you've
I
been
think
on.
so. Yeah.
Crystal Castle's your last one, right? Anyway, so we've got a tier list. We've got a tier list. Madness bracket. We like these episodes. I think we might as well just kind of get ourselves involved. We've got it up
Yeah.
on the computer here, and
64 albums.
yes, 64 albums. What a better way to start than the beginning.
Yeah.
Two very similar albums. I
Of
think
course.
we can all agree. To Pimp a Butterfly
By Kendrick Lamar.
and
Ever Since.
by Blade.
Yeah.
Two very similar artists,
A real
obviously.
1 versus 16 seed.
Yeah. So I think we will explain, obviously, but
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just like it is. To Pimp a Butterfly is a tricky one because for it to go out, it has to be a better album. But we'll put it this way: the best album won't win.
Probably, yeah.
One.
I feel like if we done this on our own each, we'd come out with a different result. So.
And I think because
there's
a way
button heads. I love this.
That's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm on with Neve, our DJ Granny episode, we just argue. But good thing about this, not a good thing, funny thing about this, if you did it on your own, the one that would win wouldn't be your favourite.
Yeah.
Like because the way it works. But besides the point, so To Pimp a Butterfly, we spoke about before, one of the greatest albums ever, probably the best album of the 2010s. It's just a phenomenal. You've got the jazz, you've got the politically, you've got the catchy, you've got the Kendrick.
A real landmark in music history, I think.
I mean, there's just everything about it. I mean, and then you've got Blade.
Everson's. This was his debut.
It was. It's actually good.
It's good.
I think all Blade music sounds a little bit like Christmas music to me. Which is this album does sound like Christmas music.
Yeah.
I said that.
I mean, it's all Swedish. It's all cold.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all Christmas. Yeah, but I mean, does Young Lean sound like Christmas music?
No, it does.
No, yeah, it does. Hoover is literally it's like Last Christmas.
Hennessy and Sailorman. Very much. Wintry.
No, it does. Yeah, so it actually, good point. But this isn't even.
It's not close. Everson's is good, but
it's not close.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, but this isn't even the best Blade album on this list.
No, it's not.
So To Pimp a Butterfly goes through.
Easily.
I think it's safe to say. We get the awkward thing now of me kind of scribbling on.
Surely you want.
I'm gonna do an arrow.
You've done the wrong one.
I have.
You've put Blade ahead. Confirmed Everson's better than To Pimp a Butterfly.
I mean, artistically.
Yeah.
Right, next up we've got Mac Miller, Faces, and
Frank Ocean's Channel Orange.
Yeah.
This one's closer.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think for me, right, see, Faces is obviously, like, a lot of people love Faces.
Yeah.
Understandably so. I'm not overly arsed.
I do like Faces.
No,
it's not near my favourite Mac projects.
No, I get it. There's a lot of good things about it. It's very nice. The production's great. I mean, Matt Miller's obviously he was fantastic.
Great features on
there is, yeah.
Vince Staples, Schoolboy Q, Earl Sweatshirt.
I've been quite liking Vince Staples recently.
Oh, yeah.
I was listening to Big Fish Theory at the gym.
Oh, so I was listening. Yeah, I went back to that a few days ago as well.
It's good, isn't it?
Produced by Sophie and Flume.
Yeah, good shit.
Great song.
Yeah.
Channel Orange.
Channel Orange is. I love Channel Orange a lot. Obviously.
Also, not my favourite Frank.
No, I think that's quite a common opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best one of his, but it's my favourite. But more so just because like when I was into Frank Ocean, I was listening to that a lot more. But I think Channel Orange for me.
I think I would agree. Channel Orange. I think when you go through Channel Orange as well, it's like. It's not a case of where Faces where you can kind of pick it like your favourites or not. It's like sort of Channel Orange is just all songs are just kind of good as each other.
Yeah, no,
it's just a very consistently great album.
It is really good, and I think it is one of them where like you can see how like Frank Ocean, as much as Blonde sounds different, I like how clear the progression is there. Because some artists will come with something a bit too left of field, and it's like I don't know how they've gone from that.
No.
But my point being, I think Channel Orange is very good.
Yes.
The potato flew around the room. So that's going through.
Easily, On
God. So, Faces.
No disagreement so far.
No, I know. It can only go wrong from here. This is going to get really hard to understand real quick, so after this I'm going to write it. Yeah. Next up, we've got the Battle of the Loser music.
Yeah,
and I think we're going to disagree. So we've got Twin Fantasy by Car Seat Headrest, and we've got...
All My Heroes Are Cornballs by JPEG Mafia.
Yeah. So, JP Mafia isn't someone I've particularly spoke about all too much on the show. He's not my favourite, weirdly.
I really like JPEG Mafia.
Yeah.
I've been in him for quite a while now. Very left field, experimental rap, but very much in his own lane at the same time.
No, definitely. I get the appeal quite a lot, but what I will say is, for me, I don't know, I feel like I should like JP Mafia so much more than I do. It does kind of freak me out. Car Seat Headrest, obviously Virgin band, but Twin Fantasy is like, it is a fantastic album if you're into that kind of thing.
This was my it was my first full listen.
What did you think?
I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
I think there's a demographic.
Yeah.
As someone, so for me, like I quite like Bright Eyes and kind of old. I'm very like I used to love like microphones and stuff. That kind of.
It's that sort of
yeah.
90s.
It's like the indie,
singer-songwriter
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain. It's stuff that sounds like
There's a lot of stuff. There are a lot of stuff from that sort of lane that is good. I probably wouldn't pick this as one of my favourites. But also, it's not one of my favourite JPEG albums.
Ooh,
like
okay.
off all his solo ones, like the main solo ones, this is probably my least favourite. Of the three of Veteran, LP, and this, this is probably my least favourite one.
This is the one that I knew the least going into this. I'm advocating for Twin Fantasy, but that's more. Twin Fantasy's not the best Car Seat Headrest album, but it's also not even close to one of my favourite albums. Just for the matchup, I've had more memories with it. I mean, I remember recording a cover of Stop Smoking, We Love You in the studio when I was like 14. I was singing it, it's fucking tragic. But what you said, you Peggy?
I think I'd lean slightly towards JPEG, but I wouldn't be upset if Twin Fantasy went through, because there's some good songs in that. The song Sober to Death is really good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So this puts us at a bit of an impasse. So the main plan is that DJ Neve in the back, kicking it up, thank you, it is going to, would solve them, but minor technical hiccup. But yeah, no, because neither of us are too strong in it. I mean, do you want to...
Are we actually recording here? Or are we playing?
Yeah, no, it's recording.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's just recorded right from where it left. Look.
Alright, yeah. Okay, it was on a different track.
I didn't actually know that. I thought it was just... Anyway, should we go Twin Fantasy, and then if we get another one we're not so arsed on, you get your way?
Sure,
yeah.
I guess.
I feel like Twin Fantasy will make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe, it might not. Next up we've got an easy one. Wait, have we?
It's an easy one for me.
No, it's an easy one for me as well. I'm not gonna lie, I read the album wrong. So you've got Travis Scott,
Rodeo,
and you've got The Weeknd,
After Hours.
What are you saying?
This is really easy for me. This is very easily Rodeo.
You're saying Rodeo? Good boy, that's what I was saying as well.
Very easily Rodeo.
Rodeo, obviously you've done Astroworld in the pod. Rodeo is
better.
Rodeo is, I mean, it's Travis Scott. I don't think I need to say something else. After Hours is a great album. We've actually done every Weeknd album.
After Hours is one of my favourite Weeknd albums, but I think just the sort of cultural impact Rodeo has.
Yeah.
And it was like sort of, for the kind of genre it is in, you didn't really feel like it could have been an album genre.
Yeah.
Until Rodeo.
No, yeah, 100%. Rodeo hits different.
It's 8 years old now and it still sounds really fresh.
Yeah. And considering that it's trap music doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Not often at least. Usually when you listen to like old trap music, it sounds like Rectum.
When you're going through like Waka Flocka and
Gucci
Mane and
that
stuff.
Can be rough. Yeah, you know.
Some classics, but not in the sense that Rodeo are.
Some of it is, but also some of it sounds.
So Rodeo was going through.
I've kind of arrowed that weirdly. Right. Next up, we've got Care For Me by Saba.
And Nurture by Porter Robinson.
Easy for me. So, do you want to talk us through Care For Me?
Okay, Care For Me is, it's 2018.
Yeah.
Rapper from, Chicago rapper from Saba. It's a very personal album.
It is.
A lot of the album is about the death of his cousin, who kind of helped him get into music and helped him find his way into adulthood. It's a very good album.
Yeah.
It's very personal.
I do like it.
The song Prom King in particular is really good. I really loved this when it came out, but I don't really revisit it all too often.
I have to admit, this was the first time I've listened to it for like a year.
Yeah.
Bear in mind how short I've been listening to this kind of thing. A lot of people like it a lot because of the meaning.
Yeah, the personal connection it can have for someone who's in a similar position. Whereas
on the other hand,
Nurture
by Porter Robinson I love Porter Robinson.
This album's very good.
It's so like vibrant and like it's like kind of electronic-y. It's so it's headphone.
It's also
music.
about loss, but not like physical loss. About the loss of sort of ambition and creativity. Because this album, I'm pretty sure he started working on it like 5 years before it came out.
Oh yeah,
It was a long project.
Like if you look at his albums before this, it's quite a
big distance.
Yeah, no, there is. Yeah. What are you saying?
I mean,
disagree.
I was gonna say, if I feel like sonically, I think Nurture's a little more interesting, so I'm leaning towards Nurture.
Nurture's for me a little bit. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean,
it's close, but I'm leaning towards Nurture.
Care for Me has more of an emotional gut punch.
Yeah.
But Nurture just, I think, almost just on merit of how good it is musically and sonically.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I'll take that. I'll take Nurture by Porter Robinson.
Big Porter.
Put that through. Next up, we've got one that we've got.
I feel like this could be a big butt head.
Yeah, we've got Kid A by Radiohead, and we've got Graduation by Kanye West.
Yeah. On like the basis of this looks like it could be kind of difficult, but I feel like it's quite easy in different ways for both of us.
Well, Kid A is far from my favourite Radiohead album. I like Radiohead quite a lot. Kid A isn't. I get it, but at the same time,
see, I've had a recent change of heart, and I now would say Kid A is my favourite Radiohead album.
What was it before?
It was In Rainbows before.
Yeah, that's fair. I am not. What I like things about Kid A more than I like Kid A. Like in 2020, I think they did an experience thing, because when it came out, they were going to do like a big museum thing.
Yeah.
And in 2020, they made like an online version. I think because they could never make
it.
Yeah, and that's fucking sick. And I like a lot about Kid A, but I almost like it theoretically more than I actually like listening to it. Graduation is like my favourite Kanye album, and it's like I love it, just the sound, just everything about it. But
kind of the similar sense for you with Radiohead, and said like it's not my favourite Kanye. There's so many more Kanye albums I put above this.
Well, if you've got a tricky one.
Yeah.
So, right, we've got. Sorry, I just peeled a burn off accidentally. We've got the difficult thing now of. I think I'm going to stick with my gut and say Graduation, because I want to see it go further. I think objectively, you can't really say Kid A isn't better than Kanye's probably one of the least kind of interesting given the time.
I'm going for Kid A.
I'm going for Graduation because I'm not a bitch.
Yeah.
So that leaves it up to DJ Kevin in the back. What are you saying? You know songs of Kid A and you don't know songs of
I'm not gonna lie. No, I do, because you make me listen to Graduation all the time.
Good morning.
Yeah. I probably can't be heard.
That really hurts.
I'm gonna pick Kid A.
Oh.
Yes.
You know what makes me cry?
Yeah.
No, true.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. I would have liked to see Graduation.
Twin in here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. Next up, we've got.
Back to an easier choice now.
Yeah, this is an well, it's not, because one of the albums wouldn't have made it anywhere for me anyway. Yeah, but you can't guess which one it is.
Yeah.
And the only album on this I've never heard before.
Yeah.
We've got Hypochondriac
by Breakins.
Yeah. And then we've got one of the best albums ever made. Daft Punk by Discovery. No, Discovery by Daft Punk.
Yeah. This was your first listen to Hypochondriac.
It was.
What did you think?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it is, right? Like, I get the appeal, but I didn't put too much thought into it, but I feel like I've heard it better. Like, I don't know. I can't give too much for this.
Because this made my album of the year list episode.
No, so it did. Yeah.
This was my top 5 original. I don't think if I were to redo that list, I think I would have it a bit lower, but I think it would still make my list.
I got Boo Boo.
Yeah. But it's not Discovery. It's not as good as Discovery.
No, I mean that's what I mean. Like, I don't particularly think that I get it, but I don't think that Hypochondriac would get far from me anyway.
No.
But it's so unfair being against Discovery.
It's one of the most fun albums ever made.
No, yeah, like literally.
Some of the songs genuinely, it's just like it sounds like it was meant to be the happiest song of all time.
Oh no, literally, it's like you can like.
Digital Love.
Yeah.
Aerodynamic.
That's my favourite.
Oh,
I mean,
they're so good.
I want to do an episode on it, but it's I mean, it's amazing. Everything about it.
I do own physically as well.
Oh, lucky. I wish I did.
I only have it on CD, but it's still physically owned.
That counts. I've got Terry Pratchett on CD. That's not music.
I was going to say, I'd like to know what I'd like to pretend I know what that is.
He's a fantasy author. He's dead, actually. Moving on. Next up, we've got.
So is Daft Punk. Daft Punk is dead.
Like, theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah. MF Doom's dead.
Yeah.
And he's like my favourite rapper. And he's part of the next album, Mad Villainy.
Yeah.
By MF Doom. Coming up against In the Aeroplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel.
Another first listen for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a classic. Like it's unfair.
It's weird. It's weird because sometimes I when I was listening to it, at some points I was thinking, this is amazing. How have I never listened to this before?
Because of the
and
names.
then other times I'm thinking, what the fuck am I listening to?
No,
What is this?
It's a bit weird because if it wasn't for the album cover, this would be like, I mean, it is, but the people that are like, oh, it's my favourite album, are the people that I look down on now as a 20-year-old man. But it's a Neutral Milk Hotel in the Airplane of the Sea is like amazing. Like it is actually like it's classic. It's so good.
There's a lot of Anne Frank.
No, there is. It is the Anne Frank album. BLP Cautious loving it. But why is this up against Mad Villainy? That's sad because in how much I love In the Airplane Over the Sea, because it blends like kind of folkier elements with rocky. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
But Mad Villainy, I have to say Mad Villainy.
Oh yeah.
Just because Mad Villainy.
Yeah, it's not difficult for me. It's some of the best rapping ever.
Yeah.
Some of the best sampling ever. Some of the best beats Madlib's ever produced.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
it's just what makes a good rap album good.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it's annoying that it came up against
There's no like hidden meaning in it. It's just there on why it's so good.
And I think part of what makes MF Doom so good is like he's quite kind of distinctive.
Yeah.
He's like just even the words he says, like no one else is saying that shit. You know what I mean? That's going through.
Yeah.
Mad
Villainy wins.
Yeah. And next up, we've got one that
2 albums that could not be any more different.
No, but I think we'll strongly agree.
Yeah.
So we've got The Money Store by Death Grips.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got his second appearance,
Frank Ocean's Blonde.
Yeah. We kind of touched on what makes Frank Ocean dope.
Yeah.
I'm not as into Death Grips as I thought I was. Or at least as I think I should be. For someone that likes... Yeah, I like heavy stuff.
This is their most, like, appeal. This album is the most appeal of any Death Grips one. And it's still got some great songs on it.
No,
the song Hacker is amazing.
It is good. But it's not...
It's not Blonde.
No, and I don't want to kind of loiter on this too much just because I can't really explain it. I prefer Blonde.
Oh, I think Blonde's one of my favourites.
Yeah. No, that's fine with me.
Yeah, it's such an emotional album.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
So Blonde is going right through this bitch.
Frank Ocean 2 for 2.
He actually is.
And that's all Frank Ocean.
It is. I mean, yeah. Next up we've got... this is the thing I don't like about this list is what person is saying that The Melodic Blue by Baby Keem is their favourite album ever?
It just came out.
Yeah, but...
It's good.
It's not... I don't know.
I own it on vinyl as well.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That against one of my favourite albums.
Is This It by The Strokes?
Yeah.
Another first listen for me.
That's mad to me. How
Yeah.
good is it?
Oh, it's very good.
It is very
It's
good.
very good.
What was your favourite song, if you remember? If you only listened to it once.
Because I remember the song, like, I was like, I wonder if I'll know any of these, and then Someday it comes on,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I remember this.
Once Upon a Time, my favourite song ever.
Yeah.
New York City Cops, is it called? The one that was removed because
New York City Cops.
It was removed because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
No.
Well,
this was 2001, so it makes sense.
When they had to take it off the album when it came out. The Strokes, obviously posh boy punk band, not punk band, rock band.
Julian Casablancas.
Just like posh kids, but they're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What is this? Because for me, it's the Strokes.
I think I'm gonna agree with you. I think it's the Strokes. I do love The Melodic Blue.
I've been really into the song Vent recently.
Oh, the song Vent's really good.
You ever
with
been
Kendrick.
In your
The song
face?
Scars and Gorgeous.
Scars is
really
amazing. I remember first time listening to it, Scars.
And there is a couple skips in The Melodic Blue. The song South Africa, I don't know why that's on there.
No.
I really don't like that one.
Similarly, I don't really know why this is on this list.
Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't fit. I mean, some of these don't fit actually. Right, yeah, not too much to say really. I think Is This It is 3.
One thing about that Is This It? Why is the American album cover different from everywhere
It's got
else?
a bum. We don't have a bum.
No, it's the other way around.
Is it?
We have a bum, and
Oh.
they've just got this weird
Blue
mosaic
thing. Yeah. Oh,
which,
I
I
was
actually
thinking
think,
about
which
that.
I actually think looks cooler than,
No, yeah.
than the bum.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Shout out the Strokes. Next up, you've got This one's easy for me,
Yeah,
but I have the
same.
maybe unpopular opinion.
Oh.
The Forever Story by
By
Jid and Loveless by My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah. This one's
I
really
don't
easy.
I don't particularly care that much about My Bloody Valentine, if I'm being honest. So I'd go the Forever Story.
Forever Story was one of my favourite albums of last year.
Is there a but? Or
But it's not as good as Loveless.
No, I can't.
Loveless is one of my favourite albums ever.
I can't agree with you there.
Ever.
I don't like Loveless that much.
Oh, Loveless is so good.
So I
It's
mean,
just the sound of it. It's just so many albums have tried to sound like Loveless and have just
done it better.
not done it as well.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't really. I've never got it.
Loveless is
So-
so good. It's
I mean-
so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna stick with the Forever Story. It's not even that the Forever Story is like one of my favorite albums or anything. I would listen to that before I listen to Loveless like any day.
I mean, I like both, but Loveless is very clear.
So that means it
Ahead.
comes to DJ Jackson. What are you saying?
Well, I haven't heard anything from either of them, so I could be really annoying and just base it off of the two things that I correlate them both with. So the Forever Story makes me think of the movie Neverending Story, and
I don't know
then
if you can hear this, but she's going with what makes her think of. You should be able to hear it.
and then My Bloody Valentine was a movie that Jensen Ackles starred in.
So that's what you're gonna go with.
I don't know. I've never seen the Neverending Story, so I think it's My Bloody
Loveless
Valentine.
goes through.
Loveless.
That's a shame.
I'm 2 for 2 with the Neve choices
I
here.
know.
Sorry.
She's a bitch. Next up, we've got Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator and Control by SZA.
See, when I first seen this one, and I looked at it, I was like, okay, this one's easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I re-listened to Control again, and I've realised it's not as easy as I thought it was. Because I keep forgetting how good Control is.
Mm.
It's like one of my favourite R&B albums of like the last decade. It's so good. But then also Flower Boy is my favourite Tyler album.
Yeah.
And it
I
feels
think-
weird to put it out, but
I had a bit of a different thing. I thought this was really hard, and then I listened to Control again and was like, oh, I don't like this as much as I thought I did. And then
Yeah.
I listened. I mean, I don't like Flower Boy as much as I thought I did either. In all fairness, but for me, I think I'd go Flower Boy because memories.
I think I'd be the same.
Yeah.
I'd just lean, but it's really close for me. Both
Yeah.
are really
I was
good.
disappointed about how much I don't like Control compared to how much I used to. I don't know why.
I think it's the best album that comes from TDE, not by Kendrick. And even then, I'd put it above a lot of Kendrick albums. I
Interesting.
really like Control.
No, I couldn't. I don't know. I like it still. Don't get me wrong, but I was disappointed by. I feel like I just hyped it up so much in my head that I feel like because when you talk about it, you're like, oh my god, yeah, it's sick.
But when I keep every single time I go back to tracks like Go Gina, Broken Clock, Stubs in the Wind with Kendrick, it's so good. The Weeknd.
Yeah, but dropping seeds.
Yeah.
Spaff song.
Also, when I went back to Flower Boy, the song Pothole with Jaden Smith. I didn't remember liking that song as much as I did.
I didn't remember liking it.
And then I went back to it and I really liked it.
no,
It
it's
became
good.
one of my favourites.
Yeah, it's weirdly good. I always think November always surprises me as well. I don't know. I'm not feeling too strong about either of them, but I would advocate for Flower Boy.
I think I would do the same.
Yeah, even
I think
just
I'd just
like
lean towards Flower Boy. It's also got my favourite Tyler song and Garden Shed on it, so.
yeah, there you go. Even just on the kind of merit of the amount of times I've listened to it.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got
Now these albums are practically the same thing.
we've got Whole Lot of Red by Playboi Carti and Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. So we've got Man That Cannot Pronounce Words against Playboi Carti.
Man that cannot see.
No, yeah, Songs in the Key of Life is a classic.
Yeah.
Album. It's a long album, but it's an amazing album. I've actually had requests to cover it on here.
But does he take his shirt off and all the hosts stop breathing?
No, true. Well, actually, he wouldn't know.
He wouldn't know.
No.
Breathe. It's Stevie Wonder.
No, it is. I can't. This is such a dumb matchup that I can't articulate it.
It doesn't make sense. I think you have to go for more just personal enjoyment. Which one do you
Yeah.
personally enjoy more? Are you gonna say?
No. Songs in the Key of Life's better. No, it is better. I don't listen to it as much, but
the thing is though, if it was Dialect and it was on personal enjoyment, I would maybe say Dialect.
You would,
but if it's Whole Lotta Red, it's Stevie. It's definitely Stevie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like some of the greatest songs of all time are on there.
No, it's just bro's got that vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like bro's got that funk in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't see, but like he sees.
A milestone in music.
That's it. Next up, we've got
a really easy one.
Yeah, we've got Love Is Rage 2 by the Lucy Vert, and we've got My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West.
Who's putting Love Is Rage 2?
No, I know it's weird.
Not even the best Uzi album.
No, it's not. Is it the new one?
Pink Tape.
Yeah,
there's some good songs on there.
Yeah, it's alright.
The song with Snow Strippers I really like.
No, that's quite good. I'm happy because Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah,
you know,
that song's quite good as well.
Yeah. Kanye.
Yeah, oh yeah, My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
We need not loiter on that too much.
No.
Next up, we've got one that's easy for me. Maybe not for you, and Neve would disagree with me if it came to the choice. So, OK Computer by Radiohead and The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
You listened to them before?
Yeah.
I know you listened to them.
Yeah, I've listened to them both.
Yeah. What do you think?
OK Computer.
Yeah, same.
I like Black Parade, but I prefer OK Computer.
That's fair. I've never really been much of a My Chemical Romance person, but
I remember because that sort of era, those were like bands on the games that I played growing up.
Yeah. OK Computer was one of the earliest albums I remember that like blew my mind.
Yeah.
I don't listen to it anymore, but I feel like you can. Well, I mean, I feel like there's a fair argument for both, depending on the person. But for me, it's OK Computer.
For me, it's OK Computer as well.
That is fine by me. That
Yeah.
is lovely.
Lovely.
Jubbly.
Gerard Way has been outdone by Tom York here.
As always, next up, our last matchup on this side, we've got Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.
And I Didn't Mean to Haunt You by Quadeca.
Yeah.
Hot take.
And I know you're gonna say Quadeca.
I just think it's better.
I'm gonna say Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd because
see if there was other Pink Floyd albums, I'd like if it was The Wall, sure. But it's Wish You Were Here is just 5 songs and 2 of them are like 15 minutes long.
See, Bill Burr doesn't like progressive music.
It's just yeah. It's
Bill
fine.
Burr doesn't like progressive music.
I don't love Pink Floyd like that.
Having gone back now that I've done Animals and liked it a lot more than I thought I was gonna, and done Wish You Were Here and like listened to it, so I'm liking my progressive shit again. It is really good. It is. I want to cover it at some point, but it's so. I mean, it's a lot cleaner than Animals, considering when it came out at least. And I still don't think it's as good as like basically 90% of King Crimson's discography. That's a hot take, but I think if you gave me the option of the 2 albums, I feel like I'd probably enjoy a listen of Wish You Were Here more.
Yeah, and I disagree.
Yeah,
I think just the concept, how well it's written, the production style, it's very eerie. And it matches up with the writing very well. I mean, I love this album.
I get it,
2
but
for my album 0 list.
I can't help but feel like in years to come, I'm not gonna particularly want to. I mean, there's songs that I like off the Quadeca, and I did enjoy it at least. Like, I did enjoy it.
Random segue.
I did enjoy it, but I don't know. I feel like it's a disservice to, especially because I think this will be the only Pink Floyd one on here. I feel like I need to at least promote that I don't dislike them as much as I thought I did. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I think that's down to Neve.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, I should.
Even though that album isn't that good.
Yeah.
But I like Pink Floyd, so they get it. Because I've never heard of Quebec. It's a place. But...
It's a place in Canada. Another L for Canada.
Canada's full of L's. Right, we've got.
Are we going to start at the bottom or start at the top?
Started from the bottom now.
Oh,
start at the bottom. Right, so we're in the second half now. Finally, we're getting there. Ooh, we've got a juicy one. Oh, do you know what? I have a strong memory of Illmatic by Nas, the first album on the pairing. Do you remember when we got the flat keys for our old flat, and me, you, and Kia were driving there, listening to New York State of Mind because I was on the aux, and we listened to Mac Miller. So you've got Illmatic by Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
It's not by Lil Nas X. And we've got Radiohead.
In Rainbows.
Yeah. I like In Rainbows. It's cool. I've never been that crazy about Illmatic. I get it though.
I'm the same.
Like
I know why Illmatic's so good, but
like
I don't return to it very often.
No, neither. Like I get it.
I return to In Rainbows more.
No, yes, same. Alright.
Yeah.
I get why people like Illmatic, but I prefer In Rainbows. Not that I particularly listen to either of them. But
yeah. I agree with you there. Yeah. I prefer In Rainbows. In
Rainbows is, I mean, when you look at radio, I'd say I like it more than Kid A. Maybe not OK Computer.
I like it more than OK Computer, but not as much as Kid A.
Interesting. I respect it.
Yeah.
So that goes through as you do. Next up, we have got
Childish Gambino's Because the Internet and LP by JPEG Mafia.
Believe it or not, I'm going JPEG Mafia. I think, are you like me? Did you also before this not care too much for Because the Internet?
Yeah,
I didn't.
There's some good songs on it. There's some songs that I really like on it, but
I like Childish Gambino's rapping more than I used to. Obviously, I've always liked.
I think his actual music is what's kind of aged poorly. Some of the production choices are very early 2010s, and they just don't really hold up.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I prefer LP.
I prefer LP as well.
I'm just good. As much as I do like a lot of Childish Gambino, I'm not like blown away in the way some people are. Yeah. Also, I've just noticed no J. Cole yet. I
don't think there is a J. Cole one. Which
good.
Yeah. Very overrated. Yeah. I don't really like him that much.
No, neither. Right, next up we've got one that...
Two dead artists.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad because I really like Circles by Mac Miller, but it's up against Grace by Jeff Buckley.
Another first listen for me.
Wow, what do you think? I wish Walker was here.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I wish Walker was here to back me up on this. I feel like you're going to say Mac Miller.
I prefer Circles, yeah.
No, I prefer Grace. It's not only is it one of my favourite albums, it inspired... the way that the guy from Nothing But Thieves sings is literally the exact same. And I think, firstly, his voice is like...
his voice is amazing.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
His voice is really good.
It is. And also, I mean, he really, as much as I love Leonard Cohen, that Jeff Buckley really took Hallelujah and made it kind of...
See, when I think of Hallelujah, I think of that one X Factor audition. The guy who can't sing.
No, yeah, I know. But yeah, I mean, the covers on this album are like, they're so good that you wouldn't know they were covers.
Yeah.
And the original songs, like, it's just, you listen to Grace by Jeff Buckley. It's sad that he died as well, because what was kind of left of his second album that they did put out, but it didn't finish it because bro died.
Both technically these artists' final albums.
Yeah. Circles is amazing.
Circles is so sad.
Blue World's always been one of my favourite Mac Millers. No, it is really depressing. Both of them are though. Yeah. Both of these albums are really sad. I do love both of them, but I can't not say Jeff Buckley because how often do I get to talk about him? So that comes to Neve.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I only know one Jeff Buckley song, and if it's on that album, I'll pick that.
What song?
The Other Woman. You can look it up.
No, because we've done this before, haven't we? And I was surprised.
It's a single.
Yeah, no, but was it not like? I swear, right, I'm gonna have to.
Lana Del Rey covered it. That's all I know.
No, because we looked this up before, and I remember I was surprised by something about it. Which one is it?
The Other Woman.
The Other One. Oh, by the way, Dean Norris might be on Spotify.
Oh, shout out.
That's why it surprised me. It is on that album, but the reason it surprised me is because the version of it is an outtake from when he's in the studio. I was gonna say I thought it was a demo, but I thought that sounded dumb.
There you go. Grace wins then.
Okay. I'm not too mad at that.
Oh wait, Dean Norris is on Spotify.
Oh my god.
Go listen.
Oh no.
Go listen.
Right, just quick. Can you all please go to whatever your streaming service is? It's on Apple Music and stuff.
Go listen.
Please go listen to Dean Norris. The Dion Fletcher mix. Sorry, I forgot where I'm meant to be looking. Listen to Dean Norris,
looking at the
please.
Old camera still.
Yep. Out on Spotify, Aidan Noah. You can't see that, but pretend you can. Anyway,
I really wish I was at that party with Boris.
9 PM, I'm going shopping.
Yeah, so Grace goes through.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Yeezus by Kanye.
Yeah.
We've got Call Me If You Get Lost. He doesn't actually say that. But yeah, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator.
This one's easy.
Yeah, oh wait.
This one's easy for me at least.
Are you going to say Yeezus?
I'm going to say Yeezus.
Aye.
Yeezus is my favourite Kanye album.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. Right, I'm going to talk it through. So, Yeezus is interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. There's some of my favourite Kanye songs ever. New Slaves, Bound to.
Hold My Liquor.
Yeah, Hold My Liquor.
So
Blood
good.
on the Leaves. Blood on the Leaves?
Yeah, Blood on the Leaves.
Yeah. On Sight.
Send It Up.
Even.
A Minute.
Isn't I Am a God on that?
I Am a God, yeah.
Yeah.
Featuring God, and it's just, there's no
Kanye.
feature on it. It's just Kanye.
Yeezus is a better album, I think. Call Me If You Get Lost is probably one of the album in the last few years I've listened to the most.
Yeah.
But, right, now Tyler's not announced an album or anything this year, and I'm not actually that crazy on the estate sale, like deluxe version.
There's Sorry Not Sorry, which is great. But
and Dogtooth, sorry.
Dogtooth's hard, but I haven't gone back to it
Dwarf
too much.
Talk ain't great.
I haven't gone back to it that
What
often.
a Day, the Kanye one? I do think I'm going to say Yeezus, which is weird because a few years ago I never would have, but almost the reason that I'm so inclined to say Yeezus is the deluxe version of Call Me If You Get Lost. Yeah, no, I'll go Yeezus, I'm fine with that.
Good man.
Even I'm surprised by that, I can't lie. Right, next up we've got a really easy one for me, probably going to disagree. You've got Currents by Tame Impala and The College Dropout by Kanye West.
You think we're going to disagree?
I'm going College Dropout.
Oh yeah. I love Currents. I also have this one on vinyl as well. But
I'm glad you agree. I thought you would disagree.
I love Currents. It's my favourite Tame Impala album, but The College Dropout is just
The College Dropout is absolutely amazing.
It's so good.
I'm not that crazy on Currents. I know. I'm not that crazy on Tame Impala, full stop, actually. I used to always say, I don't really like
Did
Currents
you know it's
that
just
much.
one guy?
Is it actually?
It's just one guy.
I need to do an episode about that. I used to always say, like, I don't really like Currents that much, and be like, oh yeah, I like Lonerism, and then I went back and listened to Lonerism, and I was like, I don't actually like this that much, like, other bands do it better. Sorry, other people.
It's not bad, it's just one guy.
Don't need to say too much about it, we'll say, can you? Next up, we've got one that, again, probably disagree on this, Damn.
By Kendrick Lamar.
And The Microphones.
The Glow Part 2.
Yeah.
I never first listened to mine.
How was it?
Oh, I love this one.
This
one's so good.
It is mind blowing, isn't it?
This one is
absolutely
so
insane.
good.
Shout Phil will come.
Elvero.
Will come. No, yeah. He's a folk icon. Mount Erie. Obviously, The Microphones. Believe it or not. Again, this kind of goes in with that. He is very much a proprietor of the type of music I was about when it's about Bright Eyes and stuff.
Recorded with a bin bag.
Yeah, literally sounds like you've got like, I mean, perfect. Yeah. What are you saying here?
I don't know.
So,
this one I really like, because I've been a big advocate in the whole Damn is very underrated.
Yeah.
And is
which I now agree with, by the way.
Which is close to a modern masterpiece. Because I love Damn.
I think when we spoke about this before, I didn't love Damn. I like it a lot more now. Actually, there's a lot of songs in it that I find myself like, ooh.
The song Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
so
good.
good.
I mean, most of it is.
It's
love,
really good.
Fear, DNA.
Triple X.
Yeah.
Feels like the most underrated Kendrick
Feels
song in my
really
opinion.
But
the Glow Part
Elements
is
as well.
So good as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Glow Part 2 because this is one of those albums that throughout the last like few years of my life I've always been like, this has been one of those ones that I've like loved and no one ever knows it.
Yeah.
Neve, do you want entertainment?
What?
Do you want entertainment?
I'm cold.
Oh.
I will play a game on your phone.
I don't want you to throw it.
I don't know. This will just happen while I decide which it is.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna say the Glow Part 2 by the Microphones. I don't. As much as I am strongly in one lane, I wouldn't mind Damn going through.
I think like just because of the amount of time I have spent with it and the amount of memories I have with Damn, I'm gonna pick it. But yet again, wouldn't be angry if the Glow Part 2 went through.
As I said before, that I'd let you have, even though you won fucking loads, I'll let Damn go through. I do prefer. Well, see, I prefer the Glow Part 2, but given some of the other ones that go through, I wouldn't mind Damn being up against some of them.
Alright.
Like, I feel like Damn against the College Dropout is more interesting than the Microphones against the College Dropout.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
sure.
I still have a very strong preference there, but like, I feel like you get a bit more conversation out of it.
Next one is the easiest one in the entire bracket aside from Love Is Rage 2-1.
Gin Remover, Frailty, and Taboo by Denzel Curry. My favourite Denzel Curry album. No, I'll let Frailty.
I was gonna say. I mean, if you want to go back and put the Microphones through.
No, it's fine. I'll take Frailty.
Frailty is it's not even close. I don't like Taboo as much as I used to. Like Taboo, I think is starting to age not very well, especially considering some of the other stuff Denzel made around the time. Like, I still think Imperial is amazing to this day. Even like the old stuff, like Nostalgic 64 on SoundCloud, I still go back to some songs on that. But Taboo, I just don't think has aged very well. It's some of the songs are a bit corny now. Like Cloud Cobain. Why? Why was I listening to that? I don't like it anymore. I'm
not particularly too. Yeah, I like Taboo. I've already crossed it out.
Yeah.
But I don't really go back to it ever. I haven't listened to Frailty since we've done it, I won't lie. But go and listen to the episodes to see why we like it.
Yeah, but yeah. Frailty is like near enough a perfect album for me. So
you got it on vinyl, haven't you?
Yeah, it's arrived. I need to go pick it up.
So have I. Next up, we've got one that I don't like because I don't really like a lot of the ones that they've put up against each other here. I like that one. That's a good pairing. We'll get to that when we get there. But I don't want these. There's two, so I don't want these two to go up against each other, and I don't want them to go up against each other.
Yeah.
We've got The Weeknd, House of Balloons, and
Igor by Tyler the Creator.
It's a shame because House of Balloons is like one of my favourite projects just in general, but Igor's better.
Yeah, I don't love House of Balloons as much as you do.
Yeah,
it's not even my favourite part of Trilogy, but
I don't like the bits of Trilogy that much, but I think it's because
it's airing Thursday, but I just prefer Echoes of Silence.
Well, I feel like it's just because it's the one I listened to first.
Yeah,
they all are quite similar.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a shame because I can't not say Igor.
Yeah, I think it's Igor as well.
Yeah.
Considering I was going to say Flower Boy did go through. I was going to say we voted out the other Tyler ones, but Flower Boy went through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Igor's better. I think it's better thematically. I think it's better produced. The singing obviously is better on House of Balloons, but I think that's the only thing it really has. Yeah, and
I also
Igor's
think Tyler's singing is part of the charm a lot of the time.
I think that's the big hit or miss thing with Igor.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like it as well.
Next up, we've got Swimming by Mac Miller, and we've got From Me to You by Quedeca.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Because one of the things I said on my album's year list was like, I didn't like Quedeca until Haunt You. And this one's just, I saw it, but I didn't like it. Whereas Swimming is great. Swimming's very good.
Swimming's very good. It's a brilliant Mac Miller album.
His final one before passing.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's also beautiful.
Fantastic songs.
Yeah, I don't even think there's need to discuss.
No, yeah, this one is also incredibly easy.
Yeah. Next up, we've got 1999 by Joey Badass and Some Rap Songs by Earl Sweatshirt.
This is a good pairing.
Yeah, no, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Are you going Joey Badass?
I'm gonna go 1999.
That's fine.
I have more time with 1999. I love Some Rap Songs. It's probably my favourite Earl project as well. But just the amount of times I've gone back, 1999 might be my favourite mixtape ever.
Fair. I'm not that asked by either of them. Weirdly.
Yeah, but I love 1999.
No, that's fine. I'll let that. Next up, we've got one that I'm sad about because I wanted to put both of them for various reasons.
Yeah.
We've got Ants From Up Here by Black Country New Road and Folklore by Taylor Swift.
My favourite Taylor Swift album.
Not mine, but regardless of anything you say, I'm saying Ants From Up Here.
Same.
Ah, good boy.
If I were to go, you put that as your album of the year.
I did.
On our album of the year list. I think going back, I'd probably put it there. It didn't even make my top 10.
Yeah, no, it's
which was crazy.
Do you remember my
I also have that one.
honourable mentions? I know, I'm jealous of that one. Do you remember my honourable mentions list last year? That was like 40 albums.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'll just Black Country New Road.
No, yeah, that album's amazing.
Next up, we've got my favourite Blade album. I'll say that at least. I do really like this.
Same.
We've got Ice Dancer by Blade and Astroworld by Travis Scott.
Yeah, an episode you done on Travis Scott,
Yeah.
Astroworld. But
No, it's fine.
I think Ice Dancer's better. I prefer Ice Dancer.
Let me think. We've got
I think
Mallhawk
there's-
Freestyle.
There's a lot more songs I would skip on Astroworld than I would on Ice Dancer.
Oh, it's a tricky one.
That's because they're about the same length as well.
I wouldn't say, this is probably almost a weirder statement than what you said. I don't know if I'd say either of them are better. I think they're both like really, really good.
I think they're two different sides of the same
No, they are.
thing.
But I'm going to agree with you because when I was spending a lot of time in Edinburgh, I remember there was a phase for about a few weeks where I'd go there constantly and I'd go into the town a lot. Go and look at shops, go look at a record shop, I don't know, just get a coffee, whatever. And I listened to Ice Dancer throughout most of that.
Yeah.
And kind of as a result, I feel like I kind of have to go Ice Dancer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like both of them a lot.
Same. Both are
Yeah,
great, but
Yeah,
I just think Ice Dancer's better.
yeah. No, I'm okay with that. Next up, we've
This
got.
one's I like this matchup as well.
I find this one's quite easy for me.
I
Yeah.
think we might disagree there.
Yeah. I don't. So we've got Plastic Beach by Gorillaz, and we've got
Punisher.
by Phoebe Bridges,
Yeah.
which when it came out, I was like, oh my god, yeah. And I went back and listened to it, and I was like, yeah.
Unlike my
Other
first
people do it better.
look, I think this might have been the closest one,
Oh really?
and I gave them both re-listens, and that kind of helped me come to my
You said
judgment.
Punisher?
I'm saying Punisher.
Yeah, I can't. I have to say Plastic Beach.
Punisher's beautiful, man.
It's okay.
It sounds so good.
Neve, this is you'll
Yeah.
find this funny. I would rather listen to a Taylor Swift album than Punisher by Phoebe Bridges.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd rather listen to like Folklore or something.
Okay, well that's stupid because Folklore is exactly like a Phoebe Bridges album.
It's exactly like
That's
Punisher.
so stupid.
It's very similar to
That was
Punisher.
not a good
Yeah, but-
comparison.
no,
1989 would be a better
No,
thing
it
to
wouldn't
say.
though, because
Yeah.
it's not similar.
Yes, it is.
If my point,
Folklore is, yeah.
Yes.
Folklore is.
Folklore's similar. 1989 is
But-
not similar.
Yeah,
to-
but no,
Yeah.
I'm saying you said you'd rather listen
Yeah,
to
but
Folklore.
if I pick two different albums, that's not a good statement. Like, if my point is that other people can do this type of album better, it's not a good point to be like, oh, that's like me going, oh yeah, other people can do this type of album better. I'd rather listen to Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. Like, it doesn't make sense, does it?
Sandpit Turtle.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No, I'm going Plastic Beach, and
I'm
you're
going
probably going
Phoebe Bridgers.
You're probably going Phoebe Bridgers.
I have no idea. I've been playing on your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, Phoebe Bridgers.
Hell yeah. Wait, no. Neves disagreed with one, and that was it.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're on the
Next
same
up, we've
wavelength.
got one that I'd say is relatively easy for me. You've got Melodrama by Lorde, and we've got The Life of Pablo by Kanye West.
Yeah, again, not one of my favourite Kanye's.
No, I don't. It doesn't do that much for me.
Yeah, I listened to Melodrama the other night again as well.
I love
and
Melodrama.
It's really good.
No, it's really good.
It's so good. It also makes it like kind of more disappointing why our last one was so forgettable.
Yeah,
I actually forgot it came out.
No, yeah, I think Melodrama is just I don't want more from it. I know that sounds
Yeah.
like weird, but I'm happy with
It's
just
just-
having Melodrama.
It's just a great pop album.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Right, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
That's by far my preference. Life of Pablo's okay.
Mhm.
I like some songs, but it just doesn't do that much for me. Next up, we've got
Triple
Danny
X.
Brown, yeah, and Dilate by Playboy Carti.
If this was Atrocity Exhibition, I would have to think, but because it's not, it's very easily Dilate for me.
I
My
think
favourite
this is a hard one for me. I've spent quite a lot of time with Dilate recently.
That's so good.
And but Triple X has always been like, because it was the first time I'd ever listened to Danny Brown and I knew nothing about him, it's always stuck out a lot more than his other albums for me. I think I don't know. I kind of get why you'd go either of them. I think they're different. You
They
get
are.
a different thing from both of them. I think I kind of want to see both of these artists go on in the list, but I don't know which one I prefer, so I'm just going to say I don't care.
Alright, well, I'm picking Die Lit.
That's fine. And for the next one, are we going Good Kid, Mad City before I even say what it is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's a Juice WRLD and
Definitely. It's not even the best Juice WRLD album.
There we go.
It's against like the most cinematic album ever.
Yeah, fair. So, that's that. Now we're on to the last...
Now we're on the final 32.
Yeah, my God.
The round of... The fifth round of the FA Cup.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! Right, we're gonna quick fire this bitch
because we've discussed pretty much all these albums.
Yeah, it's kind of the first round's usually the longest round.
Yeah.
Which is fuck me. There we go.
55 minutes. So.
Yeah. So we'll kind of plan for the next round. So we've got T-Pab and Channel Orange.
T-Pab.
Yeah, nah, T-Pab.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna spell it.
That's a good air.
it looks like hieroglyphics.
Calling baby no money. Right, we've got
Rodeo
Twin Fantasy. Rodeo. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the letter. Raw. We've got Nurture and Kid A. I disagree. I'd say Nurture. Nave. Porter Robinson or Radiohead.
Radiohead.
Kid A.
I need to get a new one, mate. Right,
Kids.
We've got
Discovery or Mad
Villainy.
Oh no, this one's difficult.
Mad Villainy has...
It's the best album from both of them.
Mad Villainy has more content, like lyric, obviously because you've got lyrics.
Discovery is more fun to listen to.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling to pick.
I'm going to say Mad Villainy because I feel like MF Doom's been underrepresented here. I can go either way.
I think I'm going to just agree with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I listen to Mad Villainy more, so that's why, but...
We're going MF. I think I've listened to Discovery more.
Yeah, that's a shame though, because Discovery's amazing.
It's a shame because Is This It is going up against Blonde, and I'd like to see Is This It go through, but you're going to say Blonde.
I'm going to say Blonde, yeah.
Nave, Is This It by The Strokes or Blonde?
I like Blonde better.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
What? The only thing I know about The Strokes is the bum.
Exactly. That should be enough.
Blonde is better than bum.
I disagree.
Loveless versus Flower Boy.
Flower Boy.
Loveless.
I'm saying Flower Boy. Nave.
What?
Loveless or Flower Boy?
Flower Boy.
Wow, she finally said one that was right. Songs in the Key of Life and My Beautiful Dark
Twisted Fantasy. I'd say Stevie.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is
other
better.
Other Kanye's I'd disagree, but I'd say Steve.
Big Steve, right.
Next Steg, and then we've got one more.
The final one for this side is OK Computer and Pink. I'm going Radiohead.
I'm going Radiohead. Yeah. I don't really like that Pink Floyd album that much, so.
Rad. Right, on to the second half. God, we've been fucking rapid by the way. Right.
Speedrunning.
In Rainbows.
Or LP.
And LP.
In Rainbows.
In Rainbows. Well, Radiohead are getting.
Radiohead are doing very well.
Yeezus and Grace.
Yeezus.
No, yeah, I prefer Yeezus.
Good man.
Well, it's more that I'm not as depressed anymore. Like, I'm not sad. Like, you have to be sad to listen to that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see if I'm like sat crying in the corner.
Yeah.
Grace is perfect. Whereas I only really listen to music on the way to work and in the gym, and Yeezus fits those two a bit better. College Dropout and Damn.
College Dropout.
Boy.
Yeah. I love Damn, but
oops.
Yeah, College Dropout is just amazing. You don't get Damn without the College Dropout.
Oh God. Igor and Frailty.
I know which one I'm picking.
Frailty.
I'm picking Frailty.
I'm saying Igor. Nave.
Yeah.
Frailty or Igor?
Igor.
Wow.
See, when I'd done this earlier, Frailty was in my final two.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, been shafted.
Frailty was my second place.
Ops got you, mate. Right, Swimming and 1999.
I'd say 1999.
Okay.
I like it more. I've spent more time listening to it.
Oh no, I prefer Swimming. Yeah, Neve, what are you saying?
What are we up against?
Swimming by Mac Miller on 1999.
By who?
Joseph Badass.
Oh, Joey Badass. Swimming by Mac.
There's tables have turned.
Mac
She's
Miller.
just trying to win a favour back.
Mac Miller, Mac.
Right, Ice Dancer and Ants from Up here, whatever it's called.
Black Country New Road.
Aye, good boy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that.
Oh, I'd think about it for a second, but yeah, Black Country New Road's better.
Oh god, right. Melodrama or Punisher? Melodrama for me.
I'm picking Punisher.
Oof. Nave. Phoebe Bridges or Lord?
I'm gonna have to go Phoebe Bridgers. I don't really like Lord.
Yes.
She sings weird. She sings in
She-
cursive.
She sings
She
her
got
almost
that-
normal and
she got that
melodrama.
curse.
No, she
singing.
does, yeah. Die Lit or Good Kid, Mad City? I'm going Good Kid, Mad City.
I mean, yeah, it's better. I listen to Die Lit more though. I go back to it more, but it has to be Good Kid, Mad City, I think.
Yeah, it does. Right, this is the last 16.
This is the quarterfinals.
FA Cups are kicking off at this point, you know what I'm saying? Right, T-Pub and Rodeo.
Oh my god, these are two of my favourite albums ever. But it is To Pimp a Butterfly, but Rodeo wins so many matchups here. Like, ones that normally shouldn't
Yeah,
win, but
no, that's fair. Right, To Pimp a Butterfly.
yeah.
Mad Villainy.
Oh,
and
no.
Kid A.
No.
Well, it is Mad Villainy for me.
Oh no, this one's difficult for me. It's my favourite album from both of these. I think just Kid A. Just
No, see, I'm going
Just-
MF Doom. What are you saying, Nave?
Kid A.
I'll go.
She loves this.
I'll go MF Doom.
I'm not too upset because both are amazing, but
I've never heard it before, but I like the ring. So.
There you go. Blonde and Fruity Loop Studio.
yeah.
Oh, Blonde and Flower Boy.
Yeah, Odd Future matchup.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
Blonde.
bothered.
Yeah, it's Blonde.
I'm not-
easily.
Yeah, if you want, I'm not bothered there. We've got Stevie Wonder and
OK Computer.
OK Computer.
I think I would pick OK Computer.
No,
here.
I'd rather listen to it, I think.
Yeah.
Both classic albums. I'm a bit weird matchup there. Moving on to the next one, we've got
And Rainbows or
Oh,
Yeezus.
Yeezus.
I was gonna say so far Radiohead won everything,
Yeah.
but I don't think they win this one.
No,
I think
that's
that's
fine.
Yeezus.
Oh shit. No, yeah, I'll go Yeezus as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeezus is my
Yeah.
favourite Kanye. So
No, you've got
Igor College Dropout.
Oh, I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
Never do I actually. I'm leaning towards College Dropout now.
So am I.
Because ideally in mine, College Dropout made it there, whereas it would have been Frailty. So
Yeah.
I'd probably say College Dropout.
Oh, that's fine.
Which does mean in mine that Frailty beat College Dropout.
Yeah, no, that's embarrassing. We've got Swimming and we've got Black Country New Road.
Black Country New Road.
Yeah, it's an easy one for me.
Yeah, that album's
We've got-
so good.
Good Kid, Mad City and Punisher.
See,
Kid, Mad City.
see, I've rooted for Punisher, but a Good Kid, Mad City's better.
Yeah. Right, this brings
This
us
is
to kind of
so-
crunch
This
time
is
now.
so rate your music.
No, it is. It's incredibly loser. To Pimp a Butterfly and
And
Mad
Mad
Villainy.
Villainy.
You've got
Two of the best rap albums ever.
You've got one of these. Mad Villainy's more fun. To Pimp a
It's
Butterfly
more
is
front,
more-
and whereas one you're gonna have to sit down. And
Yeah.
Get
So
just
it
kind of you leave it a different person.
It depends on your mood. I think
I think at this point I'm just gonna go for which one I think is better.
is that not what you've been doing?
Sometimes I've been doing it on like sort of personal
So
enjoyment.
what are you saying?
I'm gonna say To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly is better.
I think it is probably the best rap album of all time.
Yeah, no, I've said that for like 3 years at this point. No, yeah, I suppose I can't deny it.
It's
The only reason I have any hesitation, by the way, is because if To Pimp a Butterfly wins, it's so uninteresting.
Yeah.
But you can't really not. Do you know what I mean? We've got
Blonde and
OK Computer.
OK Computer.
In fact, is it OK Computer?
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I think I'm gonna say Blonde. I'm gonna go Blonde.
No, I'm gonna go OK
Computer. I've cried to Blonde.
Yeah, you have.
So
I've wanted to do it. Dave.
Ew.
OK Computer or Blonde?
Blonde.
Lads. See, it's getting more virgin-y as we go on.
Yeah.
Blood.
Blood.
I spelled it wrong.
Blood.
Right, we've got...
If Kid A was still in though, I think Kid A would probably be there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we've got Yeezus or The College Dropout.
Can you pause for a second?
We can pause for a second.
I've got a phone from my employer, so...
I will pause mine too.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, a second pause.
Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Right, so, Yeezus and The College Dropout is where we were at.
Yeah. County's two best.
But I think The College Dropout's better.
I think Yeezus is better.
Oh.
So...
Right, Neve.
We're butting heads.
Yeah? With what?
Kanye versus Kanye.
Oh yeah.
College Dropout and Yeezus. Yeezus has...
I'm gonna say College Dropout.
Okay.
Not too upset.
Didn't need to hear what was on it.
Oh, that's the one that has, job they don't make no money in. That bit.
That's true.
And
There is a pastor among us.
we've got Black
Oh wait,
Country
that's late
New
registration,
Road.
isn't it?
No, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Black Country New Road.
And Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I really don't know actually. Because I think recency bias would make me lean towards Black Country New Road, but...
Is it better though?
Is it better? I do not know.
I think it depends on you think. If you were... I honestly think that if you're more rap orientated, you'd say Good Kid, Mad City. But I feel like it comes entirely down to what else you listen to. Like what type of person you are.
I was gonna say I can listen to like the songs individually on Good Kid, Mad City more. I think. Although whenever I hear one of those skits, I kind of just get inclined to go and listen to the full album.
No, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh, but Black Country New Road's amazing. I think this would probably be a different conversation, say in like 2-3 years time. But I think because Good Kid, Mad City's had more time to age, and it's still just as good, I am gonna go for Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be upset if Antrim up there going through.
I'm gonna say, you know what? We've put To Pimp a Butterfly through, so I'm gonna advocate for Black Country New Road just for the sake of
for a bit of differency. So
yeah,
it isn't half of the thing isn't Kendrick.
It needs to breathe a bit more. Black Country New Road, I think.
Yeah.
But Blonde and To Pimp a Butterfly. This is the last 4 albums.
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly is. If you advocate,
I would say right now, from the way that I done it earlier, I think it's one of the current 4.
Yeah.
From mine.
Okay. To Pimp a Butterfly is probably the one I'd go for against Blonde because I think if you're gonna, the reason it's so far now is because we've run with the argument that it's like one of the best albums ever, full stop.
Yeah.
So
and this is where I revert back to personal enjoyment, and I say Blonde.
Oh, so you're going Blonde?
I'm going Blonde. Yeah.
Neve, To Pimp a Butterfly or Blonde?
Blonde.
Fair enough.
Yes.
That's
To Pimp a Butterfly. I can't. I don't like it.
What?
I don't like To Pimp a Butterfly.
Do you like
Okay.
Blonde?
Yeah.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Have you listened to a song off it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Ivy.
Name another one.
A potato flew around my...
That's from Channel Orange.
Right.
Yeah, but like Frank Ocean's like cooler than Kendrick.
Fair enough. Black Country New Road. Oh, fun fact, Frank Ocean is a fisherman. And the fisherman is...
No.
You know he has a £10,000 cock ring?
He does.
That's what the fisherman uses on the people in the pill.
Like,
well, see, not many people are going to get that reference, but I don't want to elaborate on it because I like not being in prison.
He goes fishing with like the cock ring on the end of the rod.
No,
he traps like salmon out.
It's a lyric on Fish from Goblin that he sings. Black Country New Road or The College Dropout? College Dropout.
Oh my god! Oh god!
I
See, if it were
both of them.
I was gonna say if it were Yeezus, I'd probably say Yeezus, but because it's College Dropout.
You know what? I'm happy with either of them. But
Same.
Well, Josh, you got Black Country
Where's
New Road.
Black Country New Roads? For an album that came out last year, has made it all the way to the final.
It's a good one.
It's a very, very good album, though.
I know. Go and listen to our best songs last year to get the full gist.
Yeah.
So that leaves us with Blonde by Frank C.
Ocean.
Or Black Country New Road
West
by
Brom New Road.
Burnley, West Bromwich Albion.
Wolves.
I'm thinking of really boring football teams.
I'm just thinking
Crystal
places.
Palace.
I'm just thinking of places in the Black Country.
No, I'm just thinking of shit football teams.
Aldershot.
Birmingham Symphonia.
Yeah, this is Blonde. It's Blonde for me.
I'm on Black Country New Road. They've got this far. Neve. Blonde or Black Country New Road?
I don't even know what Black Country New Road is. Who sings it?
Black Country New Road.
What's the album called then?
And from up there.
I don't know. I'm gonna get so much hate from this. Blonde. I don't know.
There you go, Blonde. Was that one on yours?
Yeah, Blonde one on mine.
Yeah.
My final four was Kitty, Blonde, Good Kid, Mad City, and Frailty.
That's fair.
So Blonde by Frank Ocean has won
Yeah.
our bracket
That is now officially the greatest album in the world.
of all time.
Yeah, ever.
And everyone else is
They didn't believe
less.
it.
I was very surprised at the lack of a Beatles album.
I wasn't. Look at the fans I might have.
Yeah, but
They do not have
like
good
Stevie,
music.
like Stevie Wonder and Pink Floyd made it there. I'm surprised there was no like Revolver or even like Rubber Soul.
Nah, they're not the type of people. I think all of the albums that weren't rap or like that kind of thing were ones that are the most like obvious choices. Like there wasn't very much like, is this it? Maybe he's the only one that I feel like is actually someone's favourite album there, as opposed to one that other people talk about.
Well, that voted because the votes were like live.
They were
on the
good
Instagram
albums
story.
though. That doesn't mean that they're not good.
The votes were live on Instagram stories, and I typed in Frailty because I don't know if anyone else would have put it. So I was so happy when I seen it actually make the bracket.
Shame Goblin wasn't on it. Goblin better to Pimp a Butterfly.
See, I don't know if you're being serious or not.
I do actually. You don't know Ewan Wiley, a friend, came on the podcast the other day, and we were talking about this actually, because I have obviously quite weird music taste, and I now feel more validated in just liking like stuff that other people don't like Hobo Johnson. Specifically, I've been listening to him a lot. So I embrace that I listen to different music and I'm happy with that. It's fine by me. I listen to loser music, bitch. That's that. You were back on the podcast. How did it feel?
It felt good to be back.
Was it horny?
It was warny.
Yeah, horny. Yeah, it was good to have you back. I'm sure you'll be on again shortly.
Absolutely.
10 minutes. Thank you all for
We're about to
listening.
film another 5 episodes.
Yeah, this is a full
Stack
day.
up.
No, well, thank you for coming on again. I appreciate it. Have a handshake.
Glad to have me.
That's it.
I'm glad to have me on it.
Yeah, so am I. So's
I'm
the
glad to
show.
invite myself into your home.
Just walk in.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for listening. That has been our Mad Sounds rip-off, Hive Mind rip-off Mad Sounds best album tier list. Madness bracket. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Not tier list. You're looking like you got something to say? No? Fair enough. Thank you all for listening. Please go listen to Dean Norris out on all stream services right now. Go listen to all of our other episodes. Check out other things that are linked and keep an eye out for some bigger movements coming in the near future. Goodbye. Woo!
Yeah.
I think you got like the end of your
Yeah.
yeah.
Woohoo!
You saying bye to the camera.
Oh.
Oh, bye. That's good.